Alright, and in this video I'm going to cover how to create a play blast, but also without using any screen capture software in order to create our final presentation. So basically all you do is on every controller just press S, and then I'm just going to go 5, press S, 5, bring it back. Oop, sorry, that needs to be 1, 1, 1. And press S, and then every next 5 frame, run a rotate. And maybe just rotate it back one more way. And then so you'll see that this starts to create a little animation of your character, but we're only focused on displaying what the controls can do. Alright, so now I've gone ahead and done just the global control. Then what I'll do is I'll go to my foot, and here I'm going to start at 40, also zoom in and bring it up. Now the other thing is that I'm not going to run through every single one, just enough for you to, so 40, the foot starts to move, 45, set a keyframe here. Oop. Okay, and that should do a pretty good job. Alright, then from this point I'm just going to do each one of these one by one. And the pivot. Okay, so now I'm just going to zoom out so you can see everything that's happening. I'll show you one more trick after this, and I'm just going to make this 100 frames. Okay. So I'm running through all the controls one by one. And what you would do is you just right click and then create play blast. Before I do the play blast, I can also create camera, and I'm just going to create a regular camera, and then in here on my panels under perspective I'm going to go to camera 1. This is the camera I just created, and I'm going to turn shading and wireframe on, shaded off, and shading, X-ray joints off, and now I have my camera. So what I can do is I'll set a keyframe. I'm going to center this basically here. Select my camera. This is the select camera button. I'm going to create a keyframe. And let's say frame 25, I'll keep it there. And as it begins to move, what I'll do is I'll just go back here, set keyframe, oop, delete, make sure I have my camera selected. Okay, and then here I could do like a zoom out. So now I'm zoomed out. It gets a little weird without having the grid on, so I'm going to turn on the grid for a moment so you can actually sort of have a visual representation of what's happening. And then when it goes to the foot here, go about here, and then the leg's moving, and then as the leg settles, I'll run a zoom in here, and now it's gonna sort of, so I just rotate it around just to sort of display it. And that's just one way you could, if you wanted to get even a little bit more technical on setting up camera angles on your Play Blast when you do this. And then you just right click, Play Blast, hit the settings box. I prefer QuickTime, MPEG 4. I'm going to keep all these the same, and I'm just going to call this 29, I think. Presentation Play Blast, and then I'm going to hit Play Blast. Okay. So you see what's happening over here. It's just play blasting your video that you made. It's not going to work here because that would be AVI, and it probably saved in here. Okay. Oop. So now I can go ahead and hit play on my little video here, and then we're going to go into some editing. It does play a little fast, but that's because we can slow down the time, and I'm going to show you how to use Premiere. But yeah, this is the start of how to present your character rig that you made for portfolio use. So anyway, you're going to do that, but you're going to run through all of the controls all the way through, and then when you're done with that, run a Play Blast, and then we're going to bring it into some software and edit it, and take it from there. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't have screen capture software, this is the other way to go about doing that. Alright, stay tuned for the next video, and message me if you have any questions.